Hello students, so and friends also. So this is in this video we will be classifying the IMDb dataset. Okay, means actually what happens there this is two class classification problem. So let's start with the coding. So this import Keras, you can use these versions of Keras and TensorFlow, and this IMDb is also available in Keras dataset. So I am importing that IMDb dataset, and let import load data, and we are taking number of words equals to 10,000, means 10,000 most frequent words occurs in that data. Okay, instead of covering the all, means we are considering only 10,000 words, most frequent words. So see, so there is print train data and print labels of this. First example, we will take the training data and its first example and its associated label. Means zero can be considered as a, means let for example is positive review, or one for negative review, or vice versa. Okay, so let's see the first of all let's see the result of this. So if you see here, this is actually our first train data 0. Okay, this is a set of numbers which representing train data 0, and train labels are basically the associated train label for this is 1. Okay, similarly, and in the train data, what we are considering the maximum numbers. Okay, the means the maximum sequence I can take is only 9999. Okay, now see this is the means some numbers are given to you. Okay, what actually this represent, this actually these numbers is basically a representation of these words. Clear? These numbers are basically the representation of these words, where this what actually we are doing is a word index dictionary, is a dictionary mapping words to an integer index. Okay, so IMDb got word index into word index. Okay, and then reverse word index will be value and key for key and value in word index dot items. So we decode the review of note that our indexes were offset by 3. So this if you are able to see, this thing is basically the 3 space. Okay, this space is coming due to this command I minus 3. I mean basically padding start of sequence and unknown. Clear? So print decoded review means this is the decoded review. Okay, print decoded review train data 0 means this is the numbers, and actually this words basically decoded encoded in these forms, and this is the after decoding the words is something like this. Similarly, next if we go ahead, let import numpy as numpy np, and what we are doing here, actually we have create all 0 matrix of shape, length of sequence and dimensions. Okay, and then what we are set is specific indices of result I to ones. Means vectorized sequence, actually what happens here, what we are doing here is basically, see, if we are creating a 10,000 dimensional vector, and it is in, for example, in any review, two words are there. So for that 10 dimensional vector will be 1 for those vector and 0 for all rest of the entries. So what we are doing actually one hot encoding here. Okay, means if the word is present, associate 1 at that corresponding place and assign 0 at rest of the places. Okay, the dimension is 10,000. So this is about the means now just what we do, we vectorize this sequence. So vectorize sequence train data, and this actually we are giving this vectorization we are doing on train data and test. This is actually the function we defined, okay, of one hot encoding, and this is, then we apply this function to our train data and test data. Okay, then if we see that print train 0, see this is the print train 0. See, means is this particular vectorization means two words are present, so which is 1, which we associate 1, and rest of the entries are assigned to 0, like, okay. So we have to, for calculation, we have to convert this y test and y train and y test means our vectorized labels. Okay, so we are assigning them float 32 data type. Okay, this is for calculation, because we need tensors of vectors to perform the calculation. And then we are importing in the models and layers. This is simply the the sequential model we are creating. We are not using API, Keras API. We are using this kind of structure, model.8 16. Okay, input shape is 10,000 and 16 layers, 16 nodes, then 16 nodes, and 1 because the output node is 1, because we are deciding whether the review is positive or review is negative, either 0 and 1. Okay, so it will basically give you some probability value. Okay, so then we compile. We are using RMS prop, binary cross entropy, binary for 2 class. Okay, and basically when we are dealing with the entropies, we generally use this binary cross entropy when we are dealing with the probabilities. So matrix is accuracy, and optimizers, see this command is there, but if we want, we can use this, means specific. Actually here we are not assigning any specific things, means RMS prop will learning rate equals to some default value is there, but you can change that value also. Okay, just defining this specific value. This is the same thing. Then Keras import layers, and here also the loss is basically is given by losses.binary cross entropy, and matrix here is a matrix.binary accuracy. Okay, so we can apply this thing also, and we can apply this thing also. So see, in our, actually we are in training data, half of the data is used for training and half of the data is used for testing. Okay, so in training data means what we are doing, we are we are deriving the validation data. Okay, validation set from the training set. So x train, y train. Okay, so this is 10,000. Okay, just simple assignment of x validation, y validation from x train, y train, and then simply apply this partial X train data, partial Y train data after extracting the validation data set. Epoch equals to 20, batch size is 512, and validation data is X validation, Y validation. Right? Now we are making this history because we will plot a two-dimensional graph for training accuracy, test accuracy, and training loss and validation loss. Okay, so this is for the index. It will give you some these index so that you can plot. Basically these index are ACC. Basically these index, if you can see, I already run this. So you will get validation loss, validation accuracy, loss, and accuracy. These are the dictionary keys. Okay, so these keys having some values, so you can plot the graph using these keys. So this is the graph when we are taking training loss and validation loss, and title of the plot is training and validation loss. X label is epochs, and Y label will contains loss. Similarly, and this is the command for clear figure actually. So then what we will do, we will now in previous graph there is a loss. In this case we will plot the accuracies. Okay, so very simple thing. Just means X, Y labels are same, epochs and loss. Now we will plot the accuracy values basically. Okay, so this is now after this graph actually you will find that at epoch equals to 4, at fourth epoch, see here I am again defining the model, because when my epochs goes greater than 4, the validation loss increases, means our model becomes overfit. Okay, so we have to stop somewhere around 4 so that our model, to prevent the overfitting. Okay, and then the result is evaluated on X test and Y test, and then we will see the print results, and this model dot predicts X test. Okay, so let's run this. See, this is the example in means integer index, and this is the corresponding text related to this index. Okay, means this is encoded, this is decoded form. This is the training. Now you see here the loss actually after certain, see here 0.74, 0.784, now it is increasing 30, 33, 36, 39. Okay, after epoch 4. And what about the accuracy? Accuracy also at 4 it is 89, then it is start decreasing. These are the keys. So loss, accuracy. Now finally actually we are getting loss of 67. Okay, and validation accuracy 86. Okay, but fourth epoch we obtain the accuracy of 89 something, right? Now you can see here, this is the plot. See, this is the loss, this is the epochs, training and validation loss. See here at epoch 4 somewhere here we obtain the some minimum here, some very low value of validation loss. Okay, but after epoch greater than fourth epoch, the validation loss is increasing. Okay, that and training loss is decreasing, and this is the situation of overfitting. Okay, let's see the accuracy plot. See, training accuracy is increasing, but we have to concentrate on validation accuracy. So after fourth epoch, see, accuracy is there. After fourth epoch, accuracy is decreasing, validation accuracy, but it should be, this curve should be like this. Okay, it should follow the training accuracy. Let's stop this. Now actually we have to train the model up to fourth epoch. Okay, so fourth epoch. Now the accuracy is we are getting 94, and okay, 94, and I think that is enough. These are the predicted values. See, these are the probabilities values. 0.92 means the corresponding first train test 0 is basically belongs to 1. This is also 1, this is also 1, this is 0, and this is confusing. We can assign it to 0. This is certainly 0, and this is 1. Okay, so these are basically probabilities values at the output of our sigmoid function. Okay, see here, ReLU function we are using here to if our data is non-linearly separated, so ReLU will deal with this. Okay, because to introduce non-linearity in our model, we are using this ReLU, and sigmoid is just for giving the output values here. Okay, so that's enough for this lecture. Thank you very much.